Are we gonna?
Yo, what's up, guys? We're here to talk about Power Rangers Ninja Steel episode 19, Helping Hand. We didn't do this episode last week because we knew there wasn't going to be an episode this week.
Yes.
So we're not going to be like these other jabronis and just push things out there.
Whoa.
So we're going to give it to you live right here. And it gave us a week to really sink in and talk about this episode. But that's not it. We're also going to be talking about Morphicon. We're also going to be talking about Hyperforce. And we're going to be talking about Darrel's new job as the voice of... We don't know. I was just kidding.
Nothing. Yet.
See, he says nothing. What he just did is out right now. So that counts.
Yeah. Fallen Legion and Secret of Mana. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm out in right now.
We are going to be talking about all that stuff, along with your Power Ranger news. We just got done doing the Sentai show, so thank you guys for joining us there. And we're going to read your questions and comments. The question that we posed to you guys last week was, with the Power Rangers series that weren't adapted, what would your adaptations be? Adaptations be. Well, it's adaptations and adaptations. Same difference.
Yeah, whatever.
Can't see your faces. You can't see our faces.
Huh?
You can't see our fit. Oh, you can't see.
Okay.
Anyway, we are going to be talking about that stuff. Before we do all of that, we have a couple features to talk about. Number one is the Super Chat feature.
What?
Darrel, I'm going to ask you this time. What is the Super Fat?
Why are we being quizzed on
Super
this?
fat.
Super Chat is a feature that you guys can find at the bottom of this chat. It has a little S and the line through it. It's a way to support us, and it's a way to support the show, and it comes back to you guys. So if you guys...
Especially at Morphicon.
Yes, exactly. If you feel the need to do so, it definitely helps. And because the comments go by so quick, it gets hard to see it. So Super Chat highlights them and allows us to see them and read them for you guys.
And then we have THS Hashtaggers, which is our Facebook group. Daniel, what is that all about?
THS Hashtaggers helps you to keep the conversation going. So this way you're actually able to talk to fans of Power Rangers, almost any fandom that we do cover here at the Hashtag Show, and you're able to talk about it in depth.
We just put a link in there.
Going. So check out the link, click there, find out more about THS Hashtaggers. If you haven't joined in, go ahead and join today.
What's the topic of conversation right now on THS Hashtaggers last time you guys tuned in?
Jesus,
I think we had some articles that just popped up recently. Kat actually just made an article, but one of the biggest things right now was that still Chronicle of Narnia. That thing is still going.
I mean, that's on our website. That's
where it's going.
That we should probably talk to you guys about. Our website is thathashtagshow.com. We break news on our website. We just broke some Daredevil stuff.
Oh yeah.
For season 3. Also Chronicles of Narnia with Bobby Brown, who was in Stranger Things.
Is it Millie?
Millie Brown. Sorry, I think it is Millie.
Okay.
So that's our website. Also, special shout out to Kat and Carlos Martinez. Both are now contributors and / writers on our website.
Yes.
So if any of you guys want to talk about your love of geek things, whether it's anime, video games, Power Rangers, Sentai, superheroes, anything that's under the geek realm, geek fashion, anything that's under the geek realm, you can send us a email at THS Hashtaggers and just write something up, and we'll figure out where you best fit in.
Yes.
Also, we have a TeePublic store.
What? Whoa, Joe, tell me more.
That is where you can get all of your geeky needs and your geeky wardrobe. Right now, we have geeky shirts on.
Yeah.
But we have really good ones in our TeePublic store. There's a Power Ranger one up there. There's a couple Power Ranger ones up there.
Oh, the dope one with where
he's ripping off. Yeah.
Oh.
That one's made by Ryan
Lindbergh.
Yes.
Yep. And we also have our original OG shirt, which is our Deadpool shirt, which Larry Newbill owns.
Oh yeah.
He has it in orange.
You used to own it.
Oh, I still do. I don't know where it is.
I thought that's the one that got ripped off your...
He didn't get ripped off.
No.
He sold it right off his back.
I sold it right off my back. There was no more left. And at the con, the guy wanted it so bad. I was like, all right, fine. And then, but I have another one.
And then we also have the Doctor Stranger thing shirts in there. So check those out. Those also help support the show and everything we're doing for Morphicon. But now, let's talk about news. First thing we should probably talk about, though, is the Hyperforce.
Hyperforce!
So, Darrel, catch us up to date on what's going on in Hyperforce.
I don't know what's happening on episode 3 because I am so behind on the Twitch streams, and then...
Not so behind. You're only one episode behind.
Yeah, but that's 2-3 hours behind of what content. And so I usually watch this while I'm driving. I usually just set it and I just listen.
I do too, actually. Because they're 2.5 hours, man.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to just sit down 3 hours. I'm going to just watched it. So I listened to it while I drive. And where they are in Hyperforce right now, and on the YouTube side, because they release it a week after, and so it puts me behind. Jack, or Bulk, Paul Schreier, is might die.
Spoiler alert. It's a week old.
That's like that's the big thing right now. Like they finally morphed and they're like fighting Candy Corneous.
Candy
Corneous.
Monster.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that's happening, and it's like really funny to like watch all of this happen. Andre used Candy Corneous ninja stars. It was really interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah. But there's a lot of really crazy stuff that's happening, and I'm behind because I want to see what happens in episode 3 because I don't want Jack to die.
And also in episode 4, just jumping ahead a little bit, Karen Ashley is going to be on epised 4. So check that out. Huh?
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I didn't know that.
So, we talked about this for a second, Darrel.
Yes.
Off the thing. Can we talk about us in Hyperforce or no? No? We'll talk about it next week. Because Jalen Glover here was like,
come on, man.
He wants to, Jalen Glover's like,
you guys didn't hear that, by the way.
Yeah, you just hit it, man.
Are you going to be green and I'm going to be white? We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out
next week. But anyway. Sorry, you didn't get the...
You okay?
No, yeah, I'm fine. Whatever, you know. Whatever, you know, just... You know,
get ready, Darrel. Hyperforce. We're doing Hyperforce soon. We're getting ready.
Hyperforce.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, how are you guys liking Hyperforce? You like the concept? You guys digging the concept?
I do. Episode 2 definitely flowed much better than episode 1 did. And I like it. It's a nice story, and it's canon technically to like the story canonically.
Canonical.
That
conical.
Conical.
Conjugal.
No,
that broke down quick.
Nope.
And I like it. It's basically what we've always wanted, really, as Rangers. Only it's like we get to see how the story plays out as it happens. We don't know what the big things are going to be until we finally get to it, because it's all being done on the fly. And what we want is like to see the Ranger universe expanded. And it's like, and so we're finally getting it in the version in Hyperforce, and I think that's really cool. It's nice.
Also, just to let you guys know, fans of Hyperforce, we will have at least one Hyperforce Ranger here next week. So,
any guesses? Any guesses is going to be?
Yeah.
Write your guesses right now. Go.
Let us know.
Do it now. Why aren't you doing it? Do it.
Well, I know
quicker,
right now.
Faster.
Type faster.
Darrel and Joe #green and white Hyperforce Rangers is going to be happening. So I don't know. We'll probably announce that next week.
You can be.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
What can you do?
So Lucius thinks that Darrel could be orange and Joe could be green.
Why am I always orange, guys? Like real
You
talk.
sent the orange shirt. I don't understand for the
Like, I'm flattered. Don't get me wrong, but why is it always orange?
Orange is a great color.
Okay, so
Great
let's talk about, because Lucius has also asked,
Yeah.
what do we think about the 2019 adaptation?
Adaptation.
Same fucking difference. Adaptation. Adaptation is also a word. Let's
Yeah, it
just
is,
get
right?
that.
It is. Just
So, what do you guys think?
The more and more we hear about this new Sentai, I think it's going to be this new Sentai. I don't think it's going to be Q Ranger as much as I'd like it to be. I know you guys don't want it, but I think it's going to be the new Sentai.
The one that's not out yet.
Yes. I think it's going to run concurrently to it. I think it's going to, like...
Should we make a gentleman's bet? What do you think it is?
As far as the U.S.
Next.
Realistically...
No way to run concurrent with, and you're going to have the same story?
I'll say
How's
this.
that going to work?
I don't think he's going to have the same story.
I will say this about that. I mean, that's not a bad theory, mainly because I've heard that like that's something that they wanted to do.
Wait, the Cops and Robbers?
Yeah.
That one?
Have it run the same time as the Ranger series. Just using the suits and the Zords and like vague like story plots.
But how? I mean, because the suits and the Zords are being used at the same time, aren't they? I mean,
they would
they're
just have to
shooting
make
at the same time, or
the really hard part about that though, is that obviously Japan has to start first, and I think they are. So they would have a little bit of a jump start.
I believe they've already like started filming. They're in the Versus movie.
So pretty much what they would have to, America would have to be watching it at the same time and preparing for their episodes It wouldn't have as much leeway. It could happen. It would just be difficult. By the way, I didn't let you. Well, I think that's a really good choice, by the way, Darrel.
Yeah.
I think it's a very likely scenario. Daniel, what about you?
Just make sure it's not Q-Ranger. Maybe use
Realistically, what would you pick though?
What would you want to
Go
pick?
Buster.
Go Buster? That's not bad. Now, I heard that with Go Buster, the only downside, which is something I've talked about before, is that they'd have to downgrade
Their filming
the
quality.
filming quality to match Go Buster. But that's not a bad choice, and I think that Saban might be getting a little bit more comfortable with those suits, because I know that was the biggest drawback before. Me personally, again, I love Q Ranger, but I don't want to see it on American screens. Personally, I don't want to see this either, but I think we'll probably get it as Zyuohger.
Zyuohger is great.
I will say this though, watching Tokyuger, I almost wish we did get it.
Because Tokyuger feels like it was made for us.
Yeah, and it's a pretty fun series, and it actually is surprisingly more emotional than you would expect it to be.
Oh my gosh.
And I do like the fact that they change in every episode. Like there's a male pink.
Okay.
I really like that aesthetic.
That was when that was first announced. Everyone was so mad at it because they're like, "Oh, those suits look so cheap," and that's because they have multiples of the same suit. So because they're always changing colors. Do you know how that works?
Wow, no, I didn't.
Okay, so Tokyuger has like these trains, right? And they can swap out their trains to one another. And when they put it in and they activate it, they can switch colors. So
Yeah.
What was the point though to switch colors?
Because it gives them the weapons. It gives them different weapons.
Okay.
So rather than just here's my weapon, they would actually change colors to different things.
And then, but the weapon stays consistent with the color.
Yes.
Okay.
And so their naming conventions were different. Like Tokyo Ichigo, Tokyo 1, Tokyo Nigo was 2. And so it wasn't like Tokyo Red, Tokyo Blue. It was by their number. And so that's why it was like, oh, why are they named like that? And then it's because they can switch around.
Oh.
Jamail says, no, it wasn't, Darrel. It was a huge PSA.
It was a huge PSA.
I don't know. It's not a reference.
Public service announcement?
I know what PSA means.
I'm like, no, I'm asking
What was
why.
a PSA?
What was a huge PSA? I don't. What?
What was?
Why are we
I
talking
think
PSAs?
Tokyuger.
How's Tokyuger a PSA? What's going on? I don't.
Who knows?
Anyway,
right, so we
Change is good.
We can talk about. So that's gonna wrap that up. But for those of you that don't know, this week hotels went on sale for Morphicon.
ooh, that's right.
So if you're in the Anaheim area, the official hotels just went on sale for Power Morphicon. You can check that out at powermorphicon.com, or is it powermorphicon.org? I think it's .com.
Powermorphicon.com. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty
Producer
sure.
JD, please search.
I
this up
also
for
think
me.
it's powermorphicon.com. You can check that out there. The hotels did go on sale. Now, if you're not familiar, if you've never been to a Power Morphicon, it's a lot of fun.
It's crazy.
I'm not hearing any stories out of Ninja Stop. Stop?
Ranger Stop.
Ranger
Ranger stop.
Ranger Stop just happened, and we have a couple friends that came back for Kristen from Ranger Stop chat. They had
What's the verdict?
I heard it was a lot of fun. I keep hearing about this lip sync battle.
We participated last
That
year.
Philip Jean Marie, Wild
that
Force
thing.
Blue, participated in. Justin Nemo, Austin St. John, Allison Sullivan. What's her
McGinnis?
name? No.
Sullivan?
Sullivan.
was in it?
Wild Force Yellow. I forgot what her.
Yeah, Sullivan.
Yeah.
Kipperman.
That was her name on the show, but it's Sullivan now, I think. But yes, they were all in this lip sync battle contest, and I guess according to Danny from We the Geeks, it started off as a lip sync battle, but as the thing went on, it just turned into Power Ranger karaoke, and everyone just started singing things. I think Justin Nemo won the contest by singing Britney Spears.
By the way, Power Ranger karaoke originated at our party last year.
Yeah,
I like how he's taking credit for this.
No,
It's true. It's
really
completely
did.
1000%
Really
true.
did.
Do you know this?
Yeah, I was there for
He
that.
was there.
Yeah, it was impromptu, but we knew the karaoke was going to be happening, but we didn't. Man, did we know karaoke was going to be happening? Because I don't really remember, but I drank a lot that night. But
ready.
all I remember is the next morning, Michael Tabor is like, dude, come over here, check this out. And I look, and it's his phone, and it's us, everybody doing "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. Oh boy,
That was funny.
it was a lot of fun. But speaking of Power Morphicon and speaking of parties, we can officially announce officially announce right here live what the theme of the official Power Morphicon party, after party, is going to be.
You're hearing it here first!
You are hearing it here first. So the official party is going to be Angel Grove High School Prom. We are going to be doing Angel Grove High School Prom. We are going to have punch bowls. We're going to have prom king and prom queen. We're going to be going all out. The Rangers, a lot of the Rangers are going to be set to appear.
Yes.
We've already talked about it with them.
We've already talked about it with them. It's an official Power Morphicon event. We are also going to be doing fun things there. We're working on a really cool DJ who's actually a Power Ranger. And one thing that I really like about this too is a lot of people are going to be dressing in cosplay.
Yes.
Well, we encourage to dress in cosplay too, as a Power Ranger going to prom.
Yeah.
So remember when I said don't just pack your Ranger cosplay and pack like casual clothes? Pack for this. This is what I was talking about.
This is it.
Yes, so this is just one thing that we're doing there. Angel Grove Prom 2018 is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. That hashtag show is going to be hosting it. We are going to be doing the official. It's going to be at the convention center. And also look forward to, just like any prom would,
Yes.
that hashtag show's prom after party. So we're going to be doing it all up. That's going to be the one thing. Go get your tux if you want to wear a tux.
Yeah.
Again, guys, this is an official Power Morphicon event.
Yes.
So, like, if you guys are doubting us, you can, like, bring it up with, like, Power Morphicon and be like, hey, is this happening? This is totally happening.
Yes, not only that, but we're going to be doing great promo videos where we encourage you to ask people to prom. And we're going to be doing these promo videos with Rangers asking certain people to prom. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. Daniel, right off the bat, if you were to ask anybody to Angel Grove Prom, who's it going to be? If you were to ask anybody.
If I was going to ask anyone.
Would you ask any of your castmates? Would you ask a Ranger? Who would you ask?
Well,
we're not saying you are
okay,
asking.
yeah.
This is just guy talk, like we're talking about prom.
With the camera rolling.
There's a certain yellow ranger.
Oh, yes. By the way, Superhuman.
Which one?
Whoa.
I'll fight you.
Superhuman asks, Super Samurai asks, are they able to vote for prom queen and prom queen? Yes. You guys, anybody that's attending Morphicon, you will be able to vote for prom king and prom queen for the Angel Grove prom. Yes.
Well, there's a certain yellow ranger, once again. She's very nice. Very nice. She's funny. She's blonde.
Yeah?
Allison Sullivan.
Nope. Good point. But no. That's
Daniel
not,
might just not make it to the next stream.
Well, who are you thinking of?
So wait, you don't have to ask a ranger, but who?
That's what I was saying. I was just thinking of a ranger. I don't know.
Ciara Hanna?
What?
Or is that were you just trying to look up a ranger?
I was literally gonna text her. Like, hey, what's going on? But
I kind of want to ask her right now.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I pulled out my phone because I thought you were saying something. I was like, let me text her right now so I can get an answer before Darrel does.
Edward Sanchez, you don't have to wear a suit.
But I wanna ask Ciara Hanna to prom.
Edward Sanchez, you don't have to wear. You don't have to wear a suit. Hold on. You don't have to wear a suit. You can come however you want. It's not required. There's no dress code. We're just encouraging. We're just encouraging people to dress up as if you're going to prom, because that's what prom's all about. We want to give you guys the official prom experience. We want to give you guys the official prom experience that you may or may not have had.
Catching cold.
I'm getting cold. I'm so sorry, but you still go to prom with me.
That's what I want to do.
Guys, let's be real. High school was a very awkward time for all of us.
I thrived.
I did pretty well in high school.
No, but this is so. Any of you guys that haven't went to prom, think of it as this is going to be the prom for you. So you can come as if you don't have to dress up, but we encourage it to go all out. Go all out for prom. This is have some Angel Grove pride.
Guys, share this around. Like, let people know. In fact, if you guys are going to be asking someone in the Ranger community, film it. Send it to us. I want to see this.
Yeah, I would love
to see these, like,
you know what? I would really encourage somebody asking Krishna to prom.
Actually, that was a thought
One
of
of you
mine.
fans
That was a thought
should
of
ask
mine.
Krishna to prom.
Guys, I want to see these, like, confessions of prom confessions. Don't actually confess. That's but prom confession, like, ask someone in the Ranger community and tag us in it.
Yeah.
Darrel, who would you ask?
Ranger or not?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a Ranger.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm surprised you didn't ask. You didn't say Sarah.
I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I know Sarah's already gonna go.
Give me some time. I'll think about it.
Okay, we'll get back to your answer at the end of this.
You can go ahead and ask my choice, and I probably will ask Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Rogue-tastic.
Well, why don't you ask her on your show?
Well, this is my confession. I can't.
Oh, you can.
That's how it works, right?
I mean, we were gonna have it just. All right, we were gonna.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it that
I don't
way.
know confessions,
Never
right?
mind.
Prom confession? Is that?
We need to create a hashtag for it.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I feel like
Hashtag Angel Grove Prom.
I feel like
confession?
us here should have to go with
Hashtag Angel Grove Prom.
like our counterparts from the show, right? Or
I would think so.
I don't have a counterpart to the show.
I don't know who yours would be actually. I mean, yours would be Sarah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. All right, so that Angel Grove Prom. Also, one thing that we're going to be doing, I can announce this at our booth at Power Morphicon. One thing that we are doing is going to be playing the ribbon game. So anybody not familiar with the ribbon game? We're bringing this to Power Morphicon.
Yeah.
Because it's never been there, and we were talking to Scott, who runs Power Morphicon, and he always wanted to do this. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do this. What it is there's these little ribbons that go on your badge. You can collect different colors, and it's going to form something. It's a social interactive game. It's going to be happening throughout the whole convention. So this is going to get you to meet other Power Ranger fans, and this is going to get you out there talking to fans that you normally probably wouldn't talk to. If you're an introvert, I don't think there's not any introverts on this show, but if you're an introvert, then it'll help you out a lot. If you don't know what the word introvert means, look it up, because I'm not going to explain it.
Let's see.
But this is this is what it is. The ribbon game is going to be a lot of fun. At our booth, personally, we're going to be having a lot of contests there.
Yeah.
We are also going to be having. Oh man, some of our merchandise is going to be pretty sick. I'm not allowed to spoil any of it. I can show you guys. I'll show you guys a picture of it later. One of the things. And what else do we have at our booth? Can I announce the big thing that's at our booth?
The big thing.
I don't know if that's something.
You mean my? Sorry.
There's going to be a lot going on at Morphicon. Also, you know what? I can't announce this because it is officially in the works. Is the Power Ranger escape room?
Whoa! That got all of our attention.
That's how big it was. You just rang the bell, buddy. That's how big it was.
There's a guy on the other. He's like, "There's an escape room at Power Morphicon."
We are working on a dark dimension escape room.
Oh, that is genius!
What?
We are getting the help of
WeirdCon,
WeirdCon, the people that ran WeirdCon, who is that's what they specialize in, escape rooms. The Power Morphicon Dark Dimension escape room, where you and a group of your friends have to get out of Goldar's Dark Dimension.
Can you do the Goldar voice real quick?
Well, actually, we will have the Goldar voice being performed by
Kerrigan.
So it's going to be
The voice of Goldar himself.
Immersive escape room.
Dude,
another thing that
now.
we can officially announce is that yes, Power Rangers and hashtag show and Morphicon, we will be hosting panels. One of the panels we are hosting is going to be the Power Ranger love game. So what that is different Power Ranger.
I don't know about this. Continue.
Different Power Ranger couples are going to be up on stage, and we're going to play the match game, where I ask them a question and they have to match up to see who is the ultimate couple in Power Rangers history. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I know that we are also doing it's almost like the Mystery Science Theater style with Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Where we're going to get certain Rangers to watch a few episodes of their season and live commentary as we're watching it with them. So there's going to be a lot of things going on at Morphicon that we're a part of, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for you guys. And that's not it, by the way. There's a lot more that we have lined up for announcements.
Man, this is insane.
Some of the names attached to... Well, I can announce one of the names that's attached to one of these projects already. Mr. Jason David Frank.
Ooh.
So that is going to be a lot of fun. Get ready for Power Morphicon 2018. We are going all out here on that hashtag show.
Yes.
And
I'm saying the last one was pretty good.
Last one was one of my favorites. This was
one other, and this is going to be for you guys. I just broke this guy. This is going to be for you guys out there. So one of the other panels we're doing is going to be challenge that hashtag show on Power Ranger knowledge.
This is good.
This is where Darrel and I carry our show.
Oh man!
Yes. And what it is it's going to be a panel. It might be all of geek culture, but it's going to be 5 of us against any 5 of you out there in the audience. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, it's challenging that hashtag show to Geek Trivia.
How many times are we going to do this weekend? Just 1, 2?
I think we're doing it once.
Once?
Oh, well, this is in the works. I probably shouldn't announce anything that's in the works, right? Well, there's a lot more. Let's just say there's a lot more.
We have more planned. This is only like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So that is going to be something that we are going to be a part of, and we're so proud to be a part of Power Morphicon 2018.
That hashtag show is gonna rock Power Morphicon!
Oh, and that's not just it. Wait till I get this announcement on our booth.
Dude, it's a hashtag. It's like, it's literally
we
lines.
could announce that, right? No, it's like a thing. It's official.
It's official?
We're gonna announce it.
We're gonna announce it.
So at our booth, I'm gonna announce it. Just gonna do it. So as of right now at our booth, yes, everything is still being worked out. All the logistics is still being worked out. But at our booth, not only can you get cool merchandise from that hashtag show and Power Rangers, we are also going to have a life-size cockpit of the Megazord. And not only that, it's also going to be made by Mark Richardson, who actually made the cockpit for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Don't put Ciara. That's
So
me.
that is going to be, and you can get your photo in the cockpit of the Megazord made by the official prop maker Mark Richardson, who made the original Megazord cockpit. So we are going to be having all that here at Power Morphicon next year.
This is awesome.
Get ready. Now
Possibly the best con in your life.
It's going to be the Mighty Morphin Megazord, the original cockpit of
Mighty Morphin again?
No, it's cool. No, dude, like
Come on,
Mighty
guys.
Morphin's iconic, dude.
Once
Like,
again,
Don't worry, in 2020 it's going to be the SPD one. So I'm just going to give that out
Can
there
we
for
just
a spoiler.
I just want to recreate the scene. I just want to.
I didn't even think
I just
about
want to
that.
punch someone and watch them fall into the console and fall over, and I can be like, the Green Ranger.
So
In
who
fact,
wants to be
can
the-
JDF punch me and I will fall over and that would be so dope. That would be so dope. Like we can be doing a show and he walks in, hey, what's going on? And I just fall over. I just want that to happen. Sparks and I fall over, and it's like, got the scene. That's all I want. Oh, that would be so good.
Oh my god.
That would be so good.
Yeah, so that's gonna be just some of the stuff. We have more announcements to come. Listen, that's just our very first wave of announcements. So as Morphicon gets closer and as other Rangers get on this show, like next week, you're gonna be hearing more.
Rangers next week.
Listen, the prom thing. I will tell you right now, the prom thing. You're gonna. Well, I'll go as far to say that we're probably gonna get somebody to ask somebody to prom next week. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool.
Angel Grove Prom 2018, presented by that hashtag show. Be there. All right, now let's get to Helping Hands.
Yeah.
That's a Pokemon.
This week's episode is Power Rangers Ninja Steel Helping Hands. It is the penultimate episode of Power Rangers. Why is it called penultimate?
What does penultimate mean, Daniel?
It means the one right before the last. That's all. That's all. It's a precursor.
Okay, let's give a quick rundown of what we liked, what we didn't like, and where we think the finale is going to end. And so far, has Ninja Steel lived up to your expectation?
So this episode, actually, I like this one a lot. There was a lot that happened in this episode that I thought was going to be just throwaway, like, this is just here to fill space, this is just here to, like, kind of give story. But everything that happened in this episode happened for a reason, and it all, like, by the end of it, when all the ninja stars get taken, what? Sarah's mom helped save the world, technically?
Come on.
Oh, you know what? Can I stop this for a quick second before we even do... I mean, we're already into it.
See, the second time I don't want a panel, now here, like...
Well, no, because there is one thing. This is going to make sense because I would... Can you guys, all of you guys at hashtag... you guys watching, send emails to fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com for any of the Hyperforce Rangers next week. So that way we can air the questions live for them.
Yes.
On the show. I just wanted to get to that.
Video questions.
Video questions.
Video questions.
Just wanted to get to that before
Take a video of yourself.
Sorry.
Send it to us.
Continue
put it on
on.
YouTube.
Continue
What's
on.
the email address one more time?
That is fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. We are also taking questions for any Mighty Morphin Rangers, so that we have something lined up for them too.
Cool. All right. So yeah, back to Ninja Steel. This episode is great. Honestly, I'm probably going to give this like a 4.5, and this is the highest I've ever given a Ninja Steel episode because everything in this episode just worked.
4.5, holy crap.
Everything in this episode worked. It was a Sarah episode, which is great. I'm not complaining.
Right.
And yeah, it was great. I liked it. everything worked.
Sarah's mom is what I now call clutch, because at the
With-
right moment she came through.
Without
Man,
meaning to, she created the device that saved the city, the world, even.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was going to happen. It just through accident, and congratulations. She's also an engineer, apparently,
Oh, yeah.
which is dope. I do like that.
I like
was
that
just
it
something
runs
kinda
in the
hit me
family.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
Sarah
exactly.
created her hoverboard. By the way,
Does this
that-
remind you of Billy's parents a little bit when we met them?
Oh my god.
like the hoverboard when it was turned over, it was just like two giant like computer fans.
Yeah.
That was funny. That made me laugh a lot. But it's funny that like this runs through the family. It's like
Yeah. Just, I mean, that ability to go ahead and do something, which is cool. I did like that. I definitely got to say the last 15 minutes of the episode.
I was
just
not
like,
expecting that. I
right
thought
at the edge of my seat. Like,
well, not even 15
dude,
minutes. That's,
dude,
that's
dude.
3/4 of the episode, bro.
No, I mean, but actually, that's the thing. Yeah, that's true.
15, it's a 20-minute
Dude, I'm
episode.
telling you, like,
The last
okay,
three-
The last like 2 minutes, yeah.
three.
No, not even two. Last 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes was
I think
just
it's the
like,
last two.
dude, like everything else. No, I mean, even the Zord fight, from the Zord fight all the way.
Oh, yeah,
I
and we
loved
had
it
the
all. I
Ultra
loved it
Zord.
all.
I agree.
The Ultra Zord, like,
I totally agree.
literally
This
from
episode
there till the end was good.
This episode actually lived up to what it leads you to a season finale.
This is what I wish Ninja Steel was like
That the whole
from the
season.
From
beginning.
the whole way, like literally, from
Which
the beginning.
gives me hope for what Super Ninja Steel might be.
Could be.
Again, like throwing it back to Peter is like he said he's not being biased. This finale turns out to be one of the best finales in
And I
Ranger
can totally
history.
see it. I can totally see it.
I see it
Especially
lining up
after
to
seeing
be.
this, I'm sold. Like, give me the finale. I've already seen it because it got leaked. But it's great.
Anna says Darrel saying an episode of Ninja Steel is great. Big smile face.
See, it's
Darrel's
true.
been very. I think he's been the most critical out of the three
Yeah,
of us.
like this is
even
what I
including Kelly, I
wanted.
guess.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should bring Kelly in for the finale too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Everybody back.
And then ask her when she just have her watch the finale, and then ask her what do you think happened in between.
in between and just explain what happens in between.
And just let her.
just
let
watch her face
Let
go,
her make it up.
"What?"
Yeah.
So I agree, Darrel. I couldn't agree more. Actually, this was a strong episode, and it leads you to what you can assume could be a really strong season finale.
I love the fact that what it does, it leaves this room for just like heavy speculation on what is going to happen. And a lot of people's theories could be right. A lot of them could be wrong. We could be meshing them together. It's cool because it's something that really does this to be continued leads to a lot of open discussion, and I love that. I love that.
My favorite part about all this is that the storytelling is kind of similar to what we saw in the early episodes of Q Ranger, where it's like this is just some like random filler episode, but by the time we get to the end, everything like plays a part. Everything that happened, like Vic and Monty. Victor and Monty, that their little machine turned out to be a huge thing at the end. The hoverboard breaking, creating the supercharger. The supercharger charges the Ninja Star, and then the star comes out. We have the Ultra Zord. It's like everything played a part in this episode, and it wasn't just a throwaway. I thought it was just going to be like, oh, this is just the episode that we get the Ultra Zord, and then we're not going to get any build up to the finale. No, this was a huge build up to the finale. Now we have the Ultra Zord, and we've lost everything at the same time.
Yeah.
I agree.
For me, the Ultra Zord, I just like size, the sheer size. It has to be.
You was making a face when we
Yeah,
finally
I was
saw
like,
it.
so it's a carrier Zord?
Yeah, man.
Like, and
is
the
a-
Zord
That's what the
sits
Ultra
inside of
Zords
it? Like,
really are.
I was like, what? So it sits inside of this giant. So it has to be like, what is that? Kelly, how did Kelly say it wrong? Titanus?
Zatanus.
Yeah, Zatanus. That's what she said. But it's like Titanus. It's because Titanus humongous. Like standing next to like Titanus rolls in next to like any monster that's grown. The monster is looking up. I'm thinking that's how the Ultra Zord was, but it wasn't. It was.
All right, guys,
I don't-
really quick, in
the size
chat,
thing.
what is your favorite Ultra Zord from any of the Ranger series? Post them now. The thing with my favorite
That's a
Ultra
good
Zord
question.
is probably the RPM Ultra Zord, because every Ultra Zord that we've ever had is some big giant carrier thing. It's like it's the regular Megazord, and it just sits in a thing, and it wheelchairs them to like victory.
Yeah.
And
I'm sitting in a throne.
yeah,
And-
I'm in my rascal, and we're gonna like save the world. But the RPM, like Ultra Zord, it had freaking roller skates, but it could still physically move around.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, that's cool. I mean, It's bulky, but
Yeah, I mean, it's a mech thing.
Yeah.
Jordan, his answer is none.
Well, I mean, listen.
what's your, like, unbiasedly then? Like, if you had to pick, because you don't like mechs anyway.
Not really.
What's your favorite Ultra Zord?
It's a really tough question, man.
We had the Samurai one. We had the RPM one. We had.
So it's very hard for me to even think about, like.
Because you've just blocked them from memory.
Well,
right?
I mean, because some, some of them were so kind of
a robot.
not like anticlimactic, but
a robot.
some of them were just like, for example, like Paramidas was the carrier Zord, and it was an Ultra Zord, and it just looked like Paramidas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Gosh, that's a really, really tough question because some of them I can't even remember what they look like.
That's why, like, it's the ones that were different, which are the ones that stand out to me.
I would probably say, like, Ninja Storm.
Which one was that? Oh, in the mammoth thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was good. I like that one.
Like, that one was pretty cool.
Mine was still like I mentioned by Titanus. I love it because it kind of Titanus.
Titanus.
Titanus, it reminded me of like on Power Rangers, not Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, the Megadrone or whatever, that thing that Crane.
Oh, the Technodrone.
Yeah, and that thing just rolled through. It just was the same thing. It just had a neck. It had a neck and a head, and so it's like now it's like a Loch Ness monster pregnant or something, and it just rolls through, and it was just like.
What about you? Dope. I'm really curious.
The RPM one,
and
because it could actually because it could actually move around. It wasn't just like this big block of plastic with wheels that could just like.
Hey.
What?
Mine was a big block of plastic.
Yeah, that's why.
But it opened up and there was a whole playset. It was so dope. I love that because there was so many. It was cool because there were so many toys inside.
Another one that I kind of liked too was in Turbo, the Artillion, I think it was called.
Oh, Artillitron! I loved that toy as a kid.
That thing was pretty cool, and it was
a lot of guns.
And it housed like all of them in there, which was.
I had that one as a kid.
Because it was great.
You wouldn't get it until you had at least 3 other toys to put inside.
I remember.
You would just kind of sit there and wonder about it.
I remember Christmas, one of the public like things in the mall. I would sit down at Santa's lap, and he's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I want Artillitron, the deluxe Artillitron from Power Rangers Turbo, because it has a lot of guns.
You're gonna put your eye out with that, kid.
No, but literally was. I legitimately remember saying it had a lot of guns, and he said back, "Oh, guns are bad." It's like, no, these are good.
These are good because I shoot bad guys.
Yeah, exactly. That was the response I gave. And the Santa is looking at me like, "Get this kid off me. Get this kid off me."
Well, now it would have been a different story. You would have been gone.
I did get this Artillitron for Christmas, granted, but.
That is so good. I love it.
Oh, man. That was a fun toy.
Oh, my God.
What else? So yeah, I mean, I like the ending of this season a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because I actually think that it was really smart of them to do this whole thing with Victor and Monty, of them setting up the beginning of it and then paying it off at the end.
Oh, come on,
and putting them in peril. I think it was pretty cool.
So, but it's official, right? Victor is definitely, like, just the driving bad force. Because Monty just, like, I'm just around for the ride, Like, hey, I made something, and then all of a sudden, Victor's like, shut up, this is how it works, more power, and all this stuff, it just made everything worse.
Monty in this episode, when he's like, the hubcap, anything you back!
Right.
Like, start hissing at people. I'm like, what are you doing? what happened?
But I gotta say, they are really 2 of the best parts of any and every episode. Like, I do like to see them.
Is this a one episode finale, or is it a 2-episode finale?
I think it's one episode finale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to think of the other penultimate episodes in the past, and I don't remember them really, like. A lot of them during the Saban era made me go, oh! But this one, a lot of the more recent ones weren't really like this strong. Megaforce had the war, or no, the invasion kind of happening. I think. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember. Do you remember the penultimate of Megaforce? Not Super.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
I think the invasion was kind of just starting.
Wasn't it the one where Troy was tied up? to like a pole or something, and he had a blindfold on.
Oh,
do I not remember? Am I getting?
And
this
he's
right?
still looking for Robo Knight. I don't know.
Yeah. Wasn't that it?
I think so. But there was a lot of like penultimate episodes recently that weren't very like didn't really pull me in. This one by the end did.
Yeah, no, I agree. I actually think it made it stronger. It makes you. The cool thing is, it makes you care about next week's episode a little bit more. And Daniel actually brought up a great point that he thought it was really, really cool that that they kind of were meta with their reference.
Oh, I loved it. I love that. Well, it's been through the whole season, and that was just the coolest part where it's like, okay, now that everything's happening, he looks up at the camera and just says, this will be the best season finale ever! And it was like, yes, it will. It will. And I love how it was just like, all right, you're talking to this giant audience, but you're also talking to me! And it was good. I love that.
You know,
I loved it.
I know Galvanax isn't really evil. He's just running his show.
It's a network. You gotta, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do for the views, baby.
I think it would have made this even more like
You should have voiced Galvanax.
Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do for the views, baby. And like, and that boy still would have went with the hat and everything that he does. He's like, come on, baby, let's get everybody ready. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In the chat, they're saying Power Rangers Star Force for Q Ranger. I think that's a terrible name.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. It'll make more sense later on down the line, but I don't think it's a good name.
But I think what would have made this like
Animal
amazing
Force?
for me.
Let's not do this force stuff anymore. It upsets me. I'm tired of this shit.
She was like, look, wow, you're just really upset with
Because
this.
it's not creative to me.
Not
The
anymore.
force, just
Mega Force, Hyper Force.
I didn't have
I
anything
like
else to
see
do.
Hyper
I'm just
Force.
making up names and just
Just
put force
wait.
behind
We
it.
have something really cool planned, and it does not have the word force in it.
Give me a verb,
I
give me an
know-
adjective, put force in
I
behind
know
it, and
kind
we're
of what
running
it
well.
is. But I feel like Galvanax should have turned around to like the building where all the ninja stars came out of and just blew it up with like Mick and Redbot in it. I think just to like raise the stakes and been like, oh, that's where they came from, huh?
That actually would have been dope because it's like
This will be the best finale
Yes.
ever! And then there's this fire.
and
in
fire
the background.
behind him, and he's. Why are you? Oh my gosh! You should have been writing it. That would have been good because it would have been this peril. It would have, like you said, raised the stakes, and we would have been trying to figure out: all right, are they alive? Are they dead? What happened?
That's why I
And
kind
then,
of figured that, like, I kind
would've
of
been
wish
good.
the episode and like this part of the episode happened a little bit earlier, so they could even like walk in there as like maybe there's more. Oh, Redbot, and then like punched him out.
That sounds about right. That sounds
And
about
then
right.
like punched out Redbot like Green Ranger to Yellow Ranger, and then I don't know, punched his head into the Prism Star, and then like taken Mick and is like, oh, you're mine now again. Bitch.
No,
And,
I think no. This is where they came from, and it's just literally with one hand to show how powerful he is. Just the one hand, boom, and it just explodes. The building explodes, and then he turns to the camera.
Yeah.
and
All
goes,
right, hold on. People are
just
well,
watching
there's two
the
people in the
command
chat
center just
that
blow
are
up.
upset with me for saying I don't like force. But let's be real, guys. Let's just talk about
That's
this.
the thing. Like, okay, Power Ranger Star Force as a name, I think that sounds cool. But if you take into account that like every other season is named Force, I don't like it. We need variety.
Yeah, what's the point, man? I'm sorry. I'm like, come on. There has to be a whole lot
No,
more.
I think it lacks creativity, and I think that people are relying on force as too much of a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that when honestly,
It was fine at first.
yeah, it was fine one time, maybe even two at most, right?
Yeah.
But like, and
How
same
many
thing with-
force do we
same
have?
thing with
Time
Super.
Force, Wild
When you
Force.
get like Power Rangers Super Mega Force and Power Rangers Ninja Super Steel, I honestly think it lacks creativity, and you can totally change the name of something and make it a story purpose and change the name almost completely,
But
but
isn't
just
that-
make it make sense.
Isn't that kind of like a thing that happens? It's like it's kind of almost like a freaking a pedestal of just
I
how
actually
the shows work when they're
do
like
agree,
super mega happy ultra something blah 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 blah, and you're just like, what? Why are there so many? Why? What do we need that for?
Force!
It's just the way it works. And it's
Mystic
like,
Force!
Isn't that kind of thing though?
See, some of these other names I'm kind of cool with, like Space Squad.
I don't like the name Squad though.
Can we just say cops and robbers?
No,
Okay.
for space, why would you do
No, I
that?
mean,
God, what do
because
you-
I thought we were.
What are you even doing, Daniel?
We're not
I'm
pitching
sorry.
shows, man.
I
So
thought maybe we
That comes at the end.
Okay, all right.
God.
yeah, so I think there's way more creative ways to do things, and I also think that we'll just see. Just table this conversation for a second. We'll
put a
let
pin
you
in
know
that.
what's going on. Anyway, back to this. I think we do like overall where the season finale is headed.
So let me ask you guys really quick. What do you think is going to happen now that they're out of Ninja Steel and they found this comet of Ninja Steel, like this giant thing flying through space? Do you think they're going to get that, or do you think they're going to start melting down their original stars to make new ones?
Well, they don't have the original stars. They only have.
That's what I mean.
They have
the
right
future
now.
of it, because we already know we're getting a season 2. It's a given.
Okay.
Super Ninja Steel. We've already seen like pictures.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen as far as like creating these new Super Ninja Steel stars?
Oh,
Are we going to get more Ninja Steel to do it? Are they going to miss the chance and just like maybe they'll have a choice is like we could defeat Galvanax right now, and he could destroy the entire city, or we can go up and get all this Ninja Steel and then come back down.
What if next season is a race to this
Ninja Steel?
Yeah, to this Ninja Steel, where it's just
like maybe that's
both
like
forces racing to get it.
I'd be really cool with that if there was if it's not next season, that means they wouldn't have powers then, right?
But they still have what they have right now.
But they don't because their ninja stars are gone.
They still have their morphing stars.
Yeah,
I think.
I was like the ones that they have, the ones because they're morphed.
But I don't
right
think
now.
I don't think they have their Zord stars.
So they have to have that.
I don't think they have the element stars and the Zord stars and the. I think every star except for the actual morphing stars have been taken. I think. If anyone wants to like go look back at like screenshots or something like that and let us know, do that. But actually, I kind of like that. Actually, that being the entire premise of Super Ninja Steel.
Well, personally, I think that's what they should have done with Super Megaforce. I think what I would have done with Megaforce is have them lose their powers, have a new space team come down, which is be the Space Raiders, and then what that would have been is it would have been 2 almost dual seasons where you have this team that's protecting Earth now, and maybe one of them gets that power, or it becomes the Silver Ranger or whatever, while the other ones are looking for their powers still, and then you get the Super Megaforce where it's both teams in the finale with everybody.
Ooh.
I think that would have worked a lot better. Again, I don't think Saban would have paid for 2 separate casts, though.
Nope.
Which is why the new Sentai is a little iffy running concurrently.
But it's also iffy with Q Ranger because there's so many people.
So no matter what Saban decides to do for next season, it's a huge cost on either side. You're paying for either more suits and more mech things, and then you have to wait to write it, or you can get all 12 Rangers and the footage and just have it done for you.
The question, my question is Toei, I hope I'm saying it, is that Toei's ultimate idea, like making it harder for Saban to really do anything?
No, I mean, but the
I heard that was part of the...
Or is it that they want Saban to kind of amp up what they're doing, so that's the way they're kind of doing it?
You know, I heard that's what pissed off Toei a while back, which is why Shinkenger was so heavily Japanese oriented, is that I forget which season it was, but Disney, or at the time, wanted less violence, so they were talking to Toei, and Toei was like, no, we're not going to tone down our violence for you. And so we're going to make a super Japanese season called Shinkenger, and then give it to you guys for Samurai.
Well, I don't think that's the case. Honestly, truth be told,
that's what I heard.
I believe that. But I do think that if the writers are talented enough, no matter what season you're given, you can turn it into something good.
Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, okay, if we're given something that has so many characters, are we just going to figure out right away to cut them out? Or we're going to have to
let's just say,
even though the writers may be good,
let's just say we have something planned where I'll show you, I'll put it to the test, I'll prove to you that it can be done.
But the thing is, still, if they're like, all right, you can write something that can be amazing, which isn't a question. The thing is, do we have the money to pay for it?
It wouldn't matter because it would matter, but but it's the same thing, right? So like, there's limitations, right?
Right.
So you have to write around your limitations. So if you know what your limitations are, hide them.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to say, hey, this is an exact adaptation.
Right.
All you have to do is say, this is what I'm given. This is the information I'm given. How do I make this work?
Exactly.
Right?
I'm interested. I'm interested to see them go against the block and still go right through.
I honestly think you can adapt any season from them and make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a season that you can't adapt.
Well, the only thing that I feel that
Don't
would
even
stop
tell
it
me
from
that
working-
Tokyuger can't be adapted because
No,
of
I
that
totally
one
can.
scene.
Only
I totally
thing
can, because I actually sat down with our producer JD and I did just a small pitch with him, and I was like, "This is what I would do." He's like, "Fuck, that's." Oh, I can't say that. He was like, "That's really good."
Well, we can't censor anymore. It's live.
Right.
God, Joe.
Great.
I know there should
No.
be a censor button for me. No, but
But my
realistically,
thing is just financially from that point, like as like an executive producer and all that, it's like, man, I had a budget I wanted you guys to do, and now that you've written something so great, I have to shoot it. I'm gonna have to up my budget.
no, you don't. Why?
To pay all the cast members, to pay for the suits, to pay for all that.
Again, if you, that's the same thing of like, hey, I have a comic book idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to write it, and then my idea is 36 pages.
Okay.
You have 15 pages to write it in. Okay, well then I'll make it 15 pages. It's just that simple. Keep the important things in. Keep the things that you want to keep in, and take all the extra stuff out.
But how do you do that when you're taking some scenes that have like
Very
all
easily.
the Rangers there in
Because
their suits? You're
don't-
like, oh shoot.
Who's to say that you have to shoot that way? If you have the suits already, shoot your own footage. And not only that, keep the cost low, because look, you're
But
saving
does
money.
that keep the cost low when
Yeah.
you're shooting your own footage?
Yes, because you're saving money on adapting that footage and paying for those voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just transferring in and say, hey, we're going to shoot small scenes and insert scenes, we can literally shoot.
Because they could totally shoot their own footage and know what it is, rather than like having to
then-
sit through footage, be like, okay, we can do this with that, we can do that with that.
then why
we
do
can't
we-
use that. Can you rewind?
Honestly,
that?
it's
Why
because
do
more
we
time.
do that at all?
Because they're not. I honestly think that the creativity in Saban, no offense to Saban, but I think they're stifled a bit, and I think that their whole goal is to sell toys, right? And to sell merchandise. Whereas I think somewhere along the way, yes, some stories are really good. Like this episode we're talking about today, I think it's a great story. But overall, I don't necessarily think, because listen, just doing this stuff for a little bit now, plotting out a whole season is not easy.
No.
Not only that, but to do it in 20 episodes isn't easy. However, as long as you can hit your main plot points and then fill in the rest, you can make it work.
Yeah.
And I think that if you know where you're going throughout the whole season, you know, like with all of our American footage, you can literally shoot that in a course of a week.
Yeah.
As long as you know exactly what you're shooting.
Right.
So if you're taking all that stuff out, you don't necessarily have to overshoot.
So
and I
has
think
it-
that's a problem.
Has there ever been a season of any Ranger show where it was predominantly American footage?
Yeah. Power Rangers season 3. It's predominantly American footage.
Really?
Yeah, because they ran out of the
Oh
the
yeah, that's
Jew
right.
Ranger.
So then they did have to shoot everything on it.
Yeah.
That's
So then
right.
you also
Oh my
but that's
God,
not
right.
that's not just it.
Right.
SPD. That was primarily
SPD was, yeah,
primarily
the whole
American
series.
footage. So there's a lot of different things you can do, and I totally agree with Darrel though. Is that I think that no matter how much a story you're given, like what is it, Shikuger? Is that what you were talking about? Shinkinger.
The Japanese.
Yeah, you can.
What
you
became
could've-
Power Rangers?
Oh,
Samurai.
RPM's another one where was a lot of American footage, but you can totally have adapted that for an American audience and just taken the suits and just made it your own.
Yeah.
I honestly think that Saban and Power Rangers are a little too afraid to embrace
take
and
risks.
make things their own. Have you noticed that the ones that did it the most were the Disney seasons, with the exception of
Like Time Force.
Mega Force, like Power Rangers in Space, that was completely
Well,
different.
yeah,
Same thing with
Disney-
Lost Galaxy.
Right.
Like early Saban era did do that.
If you like look at Power Rangers in Space and Lost Galaxy, they are nothing like their Japanese counterparts. Like Power Rangers in Space was a video game season in Sentai, and Lost Galaxy
yep.
was about like protecting a forest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. So I think early Saban wasn't afraid to change that up. But then you got some seasons that are perfect for adaptations, like Lightspeed Rescue. Perfect adaptation for an American audience and a Japanese audience. But, you know, we had our own flair to it.
You know, you just add things around. You add a Titanium Ranger, and boom, you have a season. Like
Yeah.
there's just. There's just no excuse really, and that's why it's so frustrating. I was talking about this with JD when I first joined hashtag, that like I was very like frustrated about the state of Power Rangers, and he says like it sucks because you care so much and there's nothing we can do about it.
I disagree.
You know,
I do disagree with that. I mean, I thought about that.
Yeah, to an extent.
For a long time. But then I realized there is something you can do about it. And I think that we're going to do something about it. So I will just say this, is that we do a lot of Power Ranger content here, and now we're starting to get back into the Morphin Mondays, and a lot of people have asked about that. So this Monday, Darrel has an interview with Philip Jean-Marie.
Oh, that's finally going up? Yeah. I thought that was never going to go up.
No, it's just we had to find editors, but like that's going to be going up. Morphin Mondays are going to be coming back, but that's not it. We're going to have more Power Ranger content exclusive to Hashtag Show. And I think we're gonna flip the game upside down. And what I want to do is inspire all these cats in the chat room. You'll see what I mean later.
You'll see.
It's an announcement we'll make later on. But like,
I agree.
This is
gonna be a dope year, man.
This is gonna be it is.
Oh, it's already been a dope year.
No. I'm talking about like 2018.
Oh, 2018.
2018 is like Ranger Year Zero. We are going to push the reset button. And
this was Ranger
mind.
Year Zero technically, because we had the Resurgence in the movie, we had Ninja Steel, and we
Oh,
had like,
that's something we didn't talk about, Darrel. Is that the trademark got refiled?
Oh, it did. That's so. It doesn't really confirm anything, but we have the trademark again for the movie. So that could mean a million different things. Is like they just don't want to lose a license.
Right.
Maybe they're actually planning to do something. I thought they were just gonna make a new logo with like subtext or something.
Wait, so Saban or Lionsgate? Who?
Saban.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of theories, and nothing's confirmed. So don't you can take this with a grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed. The truth is, the actors' schedules are packed. It would be a little bit before we got a movie, but at least it gives us a glimmer of hope that it could happen. Did anybody read Aftershock, by the way?
Yes.
It was good.
It was good.
Aftershock was good.
I wish there were more.
Well, why not for the movie? Even though it's a Ranger film, why not kind of do the same thing like we do for the show, where it's like, okay, now it's another story of other Rangers.
You can, and I think that they totally can.
It would be dope for us to continue to do that.
This is the one thing that I do. I am happy with the movie. It took liberties with the origin. It kept the core the same, but it took liberties with the origin. So, and you got to think too. By the time that they get around to making another movie, these actors are going to be older. So, are they still going to be in high school? So, I wouldn't mind if you do a whole new cast with like Tommy
skip
Kat,
a time skip.
Yeah, like Rocky, Adam, a whole nother team. Like I'm cool with that because like I said, if you are decent enough at writing, you can make anything work. And that's what it comes down to.
I said that like if they were, I would love to see a Tommy origin in a movie. Like
I do agree with Jamail though. I do agree that it's very doubtful that it would get a sequel though.
Oh yeah,
I do agree.
Oh yeah, it's
100%.
very doubtful. But like, I would love to see a Green Ranger centric story and him getting the powers and just having a whole movie based on him. However, you're right that like the Rangers are getting older, and then like with all the projects lined up, a new movie is just very unlikely now. And if it was to get shot later, Green Ranger would have to be introduced the same way that like Batman was in Batman vs Superman, something similar to that, like. Have his character there, have him be himself, and then have like flashbacks of like the whole fight.
Yeah, and so and I mean, listen, if you have Naomi Scott, who's going to be Princess Jasmine, and she's going to be tied up with that for a very long time.
Aqualad as
Ludi Lin.
Ludi Lin.
And then you got and another big one is now that Dacre Montgomery possibly being Nightwing. So
it's like
I don't agree with that, but I mean, whatever.
I think he could pull it off. You see Stranger Things season 2?
No, not yet.
He's good. He's
I believe
good.
it. No, don't get me wrong. I believe it. She's not what I would have casted as Nightwing.
Well, I mean, it's a younger Nightwing, so I could see it happening. It seems like that would be the way they go. But
I would have put like Ludi. I know you said he's like not as great an actor.
But not only not only that, it's just Ludi's already tied up in the DC universe.
No, I know.
At this point.
And then I would have gone like maybe Steven Yeun.
Yeah, he would have been good.
Everyone says that.
I do think he's a little too old for the Nightwing they're looking for.
That's the thing.
I agree, but I would have loved to see him as Nightwing.
Because it was like Nightwing, yeah.
All right, guys, we got a lot of comments, so let's get through these.
Okay, so if anyone remembers last week, this is the one where we said we want to hear your fan pitches. We want you to create a season taking a Sentai or something like that, and then fan casting it with Rangers or like any celebrities.
Don't look through it. Don't try to count.
I'll start.
You'll start?
Okay. Yeah.
He counted.
I'll go 3.
No,
I'll be the third.
I didn't
then.
count, but I'm like, oh my gosh. Woo!
Okay.
Woo!
So
man, there's some big ones. I'll start.
So this is we have a lot of comments. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. It lets us know. It's great to know that we're able to interact with you guys. So it's really cool.
Okay, so here comes your fan pitches and just general comments. Ready, go.
Craig Anderson. One of the 2 seasons I'm adapting from Super Megaforce is
Hikari. Sentai.
Mask Man. It would be called Power Rangers Mask Squad. The season takes place in Sonford, and the morphing call is simulate mass transformation. Right?
Good. Very good.
Thank
very
you.
good.
Thank you. I tried.
appreciate
Bravo. The henchmen are called.
Scions?
Oh, okay.
Like the cars? That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
kind of interesting. The henchmen are called Scions, and the main villain is
Nikto?
Nikto.
Nikto.
Perfect. For many years, the mayor has been trying to unlock a box which was said to hold something important. However, only someone with the pure heart can open the box. So he calls upon the citizens. He calls upon the citizens of the city to whoever can open the box can keep what's inside of it. Then why did he even have them open the box? Why? All right. Think of it like.
You're not liking this?
No, I'm just saying
Adaptation?
that part where it's like, okay, hey, I'm calling everyone from the city to open this box, and whoever opens it gets to keep it. Then why do I even care if the box is open? Because it's not me, clearly. It's not going to benefit me. Okay. Think of it like the Rangers being bonded to an Energem. Okay. Or the Rangers being chosen for the Quasar Sabers. Hashtag Darrel Red Turbo. Hashtag Joe Phantom Ranger. Hashtag We Miss Kelly. Trust me, we definitely do.
Well, she might be back next week.
Really
I'm going to
quick.
have to wear a wig next week.
My writer thing is kicking in. I don't think I like the plot, but I don't think it would work in a city. If you were to put this in like a Lost Galaxy like environment, like into like a village, and like this,
So are we playing the executives of Saban?
We
Like,
can.
Yeah.
I would do
We're
it.
role playing that.
These are my notes.
Yeah,
This is like American Idol for your Power Ranger.
Yeah,
project.
exactly.
I like it, but I don't think it would work in a city. If you were to like make this like maybe one ranger, like maybe the Red Ranger of the season, and he lives in this like village in nowhere, and then he's like the village elder's like, open this box and you can keep
Now
it or
that
whatever.
makes sense because a village for saying open the box and you can keep it.
Yeah,
that
because if
makes
this
sense.
is a city, a mayor, like, because people in like society were
We're selfish. It would have been like you're opening it, but I want
But
to
it's
have what's
still
inside.
mine.
Exactly.
In fact, I wouldn't even tell you about this. This could be a bomb. Like,
That's the whole thing. Yeah. So a village is more of people are they work to serve the people.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, for the people, open this, and you can keep whatever's inside. But I know that you're a good person, so you'll use it to help better the village.
he takes the
I'm
powers
gonna
and then runs
have
off to a city.
to also agree with Darrel on this. The only exception is, I do think it's very similar to Lost Galaxy,
That's what I mean.
and it's not different enough for me to greenlight it.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but again,
So it's green light or red light.
Green light or red light? I'm giving this. Unfortunately, I'm giving this first one, Craig, a red light.
I gotta
red light.
I gotta go. We gotta.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm not feeling it, dog.
I feel
Sorry.
like if I greenlight it, we could like alter it to make it work because I like it.
Okay.
But it's not. Again, it's not different now. But I'm gonna give it a green
Paula
light.
Abdul.
Paula
over
Abdul, Simon, and I'm literally, I don't know, dog. I'm not feeling the dog. I'm ready. I'm
This
not
might
feeling
be
the
a new
dog.
segment altogether.
I think you were just like, look, honestly, I don't like it. It's really upsetting me. I don't like your face.
No, I do think Craig is onto something here. With a little bit more fleshing out, I think you could do something really unique.
Yeah,
but
a
it
little
takes
bit
a
more.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so his second pitch. My second Power Ranger Sentai adaptation from the Super Mega Force suits is
Shoshinsei.
Flashman. It would be called Power Rangers Alien Hunters. The story takes place in the city of what?
Colville?
Colville? Oh, Colville, California. All right.
Is that an actual place?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just said no. Whatever.
I don't think so. I think it's fictional.
Yeah. The main villain is Dusk Scream. I don't know why I kept reading Dusk Scream.
Dusk
and I was like,
Scream.
what? Dusk Scream.
It sounds like a transformer.
It does, doesn't
You
it?
wouldn't know what they
Starscream?
sound like though.
Starscream. After conquering many planets, he vows to retire after conquering his final planet, Earth. So, he sends his spaceship to the city Colville. A young man who's been following Duskstream for a while, Darrel Cole,
I like how
takes his
it's like,
spaceship.
That's too talent.
Oh yeah, takes his spaceship and follows him to Colville. Interesting, yeah, I know, right? While the Rangers help to save Earth, they also travel to the galaxy trying to save the planets Duskstream has already conquered. So they're going over there. Okay, I get it. All right. The henchmen are called Cravens, and the morphing
Tom Craven?
exactly, and the morphing call is Scanning! Flash sequence begin. Oh, okay. So it's scanning. Flash sequence begin.
Okay, right. So here's my first thought on this. I actually think the concept's interesting. The only thing I don't like alien hunters because it's a negative connotation of
connotation
of hunting aliens.
Yes.
And that sounds kind of like a
right now at this moment that climate's kind of tough. Maybe it can be a small change. I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. What I'm saying.
I don't know whether I would green light this or red light this. For the reason I would green light it because it's not a concept yet in the Ranger universe. I would red light it because this is Q Ranger.
That's not Q Ranger. Oh, yo, I see what you're saying.
Oh, because he's taking over. Blah,
because
blah.
he's taking over the entire
I get it.
universe. Oh, it's also Gokaiger.
It is Gokaiger.
That's all. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like.
So you're gonna say no.
I'm gonna red light this.
You, Daniel?
Dang. Well, even though the thing is, so that's in the Toeiverse, but it's not here yet.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm saying, well, it would be a great spin on an adaptation, but something new at the same time.
Exactly.
So I would actually go to greenlight. There are just some things I would wish to change. But the names are, like you said, kind of too telling. But I still do dig it because it's a kid's show to an extent, so we gotta kind of make some things plain, but other things more complex. I dig that.
Shorter answers. We only have a few minutes to get through these.
Yes.
I'm also gonna say no, mainly because I don't like the name, and the Darrel Cole and Cole Vale seem too forced. But I would say no. I do like the concept, but he's right. It's Q Ranger. All right,
fine. Moving on.
Darrel, you got the next one.
Okay. Ryan Earl Wizard Magic Dragon Thomas. Seriously, dude, like your little like name band. What are you gonna do when you change it? It's gonna be
it's gonna be worthless.
Yeah. Anyway, great job on the Ranger wrap up, Joe and Darrel. Hold it down. And what an episode today. Episode was alright and great episode. Give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for me. Ryan Earl Thomas from Arizona, your friend. Thanks for being my life awesome. Awesome shirt always. Peace out.
Cool.
Kevin McKinley says, Kevin says, Power Rangers, you rule.
I love that. Kevin says. I like that.
Speak in third person.
I like that. Tony Robinson. These last few episodes of Ninja Steel have been so boring. It's time for Power Rangers to get a little mature with the writing or just end the series completely. Joss Whedon should write for Power Rangers. Die Ranger would be Power Ranger Dragonfire.
Power Ranger Dragonfire.
Wow.
Okay.
Joss Whedon for
You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think he would. Yeah, but I think it'd be cool.
Who knows?
So we have I pronounced it wrong last time. You said on Twitter, Bhumika Mitra. I think I pronounced it. Whatever.
Bhumika. That's
Bhumika.
Hey guys, awesome. Hey guys, awesome wrap up. Glad that we have same favorite Ninja Steel Rangers and episodes. I personally think Peter and Christy would make a cute couple in Ninja Steel. What do you think? I mean, I ship it.
Yeah,
I ship it too.
We've been shipping it for a while.
Since episode 1.
Yeah.
Hashtag Joe the Phoenix Soldier. Hashtag Darrel is cool. Hashtag Joe thinks my name is cool.
I do think his name is
cool.
cool.
So does Daniel, apparently.
I do. I love it.
Edward Sanchez. Hashtag Edward Sanchez approved. Great range wrap up. As always, I got a question for you guys. Do you like Peter as the Blue Ranger on Ninja Steel or the Red Ranger on Hyperforce? By the way, I give this episode a 4 out of 5 Ninja Stars. Okay.
I actually like him better on Hyperforce because... Yeah. The thing is, I know what Peter's personality is like, and Marv's personality, more or less, is very close to Peter's. And I think Peter himself would make a fantastic Red Ranger.
I agree.
Which is why
I'm all about a Red Ranger Peter. I like knowing him in real life.
Yeah,
and knowing how close his character is to that.
Yeah, he's definitely Marv.
It's right on it. He fleshes out properly. Here's Japan boy.
Here's Japan boy.
I'm sorry.
Here's Japan boy.
All right, we got another pitch.
All right. Okay,
all right, Randy Jackson mode, go.
All right, dog, let me go ahead and get this out.
You always get the pitches, by the way.
I do.
Realize that.
Abracadanger. Okay, Abracadanger was a good episode, except the fact that the dragons, the dragon's wand came from the place that is not dragon related to Lion Galaxy. The change I would make is just have Preston's magic wand. Preston's magic wand transformed into the dragon's wand when he discovered magic powers in episode 3. Okay, makes sense. I think the Lion Galaxy or the Ninja Steel universe should be in continuity with Q Ranger, is when it is adapted.
If it's adapted.
If it's adapted. Maybe the new Ranger is from the Lion Galaxy.
From the Lion
Galaxy. Oh, is from the Lion Galaxy.
That wasn't even a Japanese word, man. Come on.
I'm sorry, I know what the heck's going on, man. I mean, it's perfect to make... I read so much already. I mean, it's perfect to make use of what they have. The Lion Galaxy into Q Ranger's adaptation.
All right.
I mean, I get it. Because the Lion Galaxy, we've already talked about it, and it makes sense.
You're up, Darrel.
All right, Shadowbird 084. Awesome wrap up as always. I give Abracadanger, you spelled it wrong, 3 out of 5. I like Preston and Haley's dynamic. I love how Peter keeps doing the Mystic Force pose. It's not only relevant to the magic, but also shows his more phenomenal passion. Dude, you should see him in person.
Yeah.
I love Hyperforce. Can't wait for the next episode. Anyways, can't wait for the next Ranger wrap up. Keep it up.
Thomas Franco. Another Preston focus. Preston, we never got a Central Focus episode for Brody. Come on now.
I'm not complaining.
And Q Ranger should be adapted. You feel me? I give this a 2.5. There's a fan theory. Came back in Dino Thunder. Not actually Tommy, due to his cloning having the Green Ranger power coin. My theory is, or question I should say, is that if Dino power coins were damaged, not destroyed, were the OG Dino Zords and Dragon Zord destroyed before? I forgot in the finale of Ninja Steel, how does Mick get the Red Ranger power to become the third Red Ranger? Anyway.
Okay, so that's a spoiler.
Right?
That's a major spoiler that got leaked, so the world knows already. But
yeah.
And the Dinozords were destroyed. They're not the Dragon Zord. The Dragon Zord is literally still underwater in Angel Grove Harbor, wherever that is.
Okay.
All right. Well, Derek,
you want me to do the first half and then you can just do the...
I'll do the first half and then somewhere I'll just cut out and say, here, take it. All right. Derek Hervey. This is the pitch. So I'm so down. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so down. Ready? Jamin. He says say that Jamaican style. So Jamin review crew. Booyaka.
You know who does that really well is Jessica. She does this Jamaican accent so good.
She was a Booyaka boy.
Booyaka boy.
My opinion is this episode of Ninja Steel was most definitely a standout focus of Peter's character, Preston, as well as supporting focus towards Zoe Robinson's character, Haley. Joe, check out some Ultraman when you have free time. I recommend Ultraman Tiga, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
You said it right.
Ultraman Tiga, of course. But as far as current
Derek,
series,
he's my boy. We were just messaging each other on Facebook.
He did that challenge.
Challenge.
He's the one that did the challenge about the.
It was him. I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, it was. Check out the Ultraman X or Ultraman Orb. Both great series with just 26 episodes each. Taking on the call to challenge again as given for adapting one of the unknown shown Rangers team from the Super Mega Forces run. I'm going with
Kosuko
Sentai Turbo Ranger, the 13th Sentai. Here's the pitch.
Now, before he goes on to the pitch, I do want to say that I feel like this is a pretty popular thing that we're doing here. So next week we're going to do pitches again.
I love it.
But I want to let you guys know that if you have a pitch, there are no bad ideas.
No.
So send them in. And you might think we're judging, and we're not being harsh. We're just.
This is creative criticism.
It's not only is it creative criticism, but it's also for all of you fans that are aspiring to write your own stuff. You're gonna get stuff like this all the time, so we're just trying to improve it a little bit.
Yes.
Helping you guys out. Trust me, it's gonna be good.
We're crapping out here with the stream.
No.
Are we? Are we having issues?
No, we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
All right. Set in Carlsbad, Nevada, in the fictional city.
First thing.
Okay.
No Power Ranger universe has been set in a real place except Paramount. I think it was Paramount. Was it called?
Yeah.
Panorama is a real city in California.
Yeah.
That's the only one that was actually set.
Wait, which one was in Panorama?
It was Samurai.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But was it also like in a fictional city of?
No, it was
Okay.
Panorama. Every single Power Ranger city with the exception of Panorama, has been a fictional city.
Well,
So
this one's not
Carlsbad
bad.
is a real
Well,
city.
it is set in
Nevada.
Carlsbad, Nevada. Well, but actually, what I think he means is set near
The fictional
Carlsbad,
city of
Nevada,
Am-
in the
of
fictional
Amber
city
Drake. Okay,
of
I can-
Amber
I can-
Drake
I can get
Valley.
behind that.
So it's near Carlsbad, Nevada, in the fictional city of Amber Drake Valley. Get this, people, is feeling it already. A genius professor known as Revstein stumbles upon Revstein. That makes sense. Revstein, yeah. Revstein stumbles. It's German. Stumbles upon an otherworldly compass with archaic scribe language written on it. Observed during his field study to find better conservational methods to better using fossil fuels for bioorganic fuel efficiency in modern everyday uses of living. God, I love this already. Okay. He's giving like really rich...
He's building the world.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right. Honestly curious, Professor Revstein, right, unknowingly activates the compass, which sends out two separate energy signals. One into the desert, the other towards a desolate ghost town outside of Amber Drake Valley, known as Pendragon Vanville. I already love Pendragon. That's Arthur. I'm in it. No warning at all. With no warning at all, the entire valley rumbles and the ghost town fault lines begin to tear open all around, revealing an ominous glowing yellow mist. From out of the mist, a sinister glowing yellow presence emerges from the rift from the town, and with a decaying voice, declares its resurrection as... Go ahead, do it with the voice.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Great resurrection as
Great Pendragon
will soon will decimate the Earth human population through his forces, known as Grimoire Society. Grimmer? Should I say Grimmer or Grimoire? It's Grimoire Society, and transform the land into a newfound home for all supernatural entities of darkness. Suddenly, Professor Revstein is teleported to a hidden subterranean base facility that meets interplanetary gear tech wizard Geartop, who hurriedly requests Revstein's help and stop Pendragon from realizing its horrific vision. By combining Professor Revstein's bio-rev gear system and Geartop imbuing newly created combat suits with anti-paranormal defenses, both search for 5 extraordinary individuals to take on this amazing yet daunting mission ahead. By choosing 5 college students from Amber Drake University, Johnny, Tina, Josh, Wally, and Drew are chosen to become the team known as Power Rangers Revbusters. Team catchphrase: revved up and ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was ready to go. I'm sorry. Revved up and ready to bust some baddies. Ranger casting: Ryan Potter. Ryan Potter as Johnny, Megan Batoon as Tina, Leo Howard as Josh, Cole Sprouse, as Wally.
Ain't doing this.
Nope, and Carlos Knight as Drew. Thanks for reading the lengthy post. It was lengthy, but I loved it. And always love, crew. Hashtag revved up blessings. Hashtaggers. Wow.
Revved up blessings.
Go into it.
Okay, I like the idea.
Yes.
It's probably the best we've had so far.
Yes.
It's the most original. I'm gonna greenlight it.
I'm a green light too.
I love it. It's original. I love the use. I love the way you were able to go ahead and give us real backstory on a character without really just taking too much time to do it. Everything was great. Loved it. Green light.
The only downside.
You're going to Hollywood, man.
The only the only downside. You're going to New Zealand.
Yeah, you're going to New Zealand.
The only downside of this for me though is that I feel like you have to write towards your audience, and this is definitely writing towards kids.
Okay.
So it's a great Saban thing, but I think for us older fans, I think certain people would check out. But we'll see. All right.
Dude, this could really become a show.
Jamel has a question.
Man.
Joe, what do you think of Hyperforce Morph? Darrel, I'm going to ask you he says the bad sound audio took me out of it.
Yes. It definitely took me out of it.
I couldn't agree.
I don't
agree
like the I think it's a cool morph. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like if the quality was better, it would have been like, isn't it like Hyperforce, red, power, engage or activate something, power power up, and it's like this mix of like Go Busters and stuff because they even do the thing, and then it's cool. But I feel like it could have been filmed better.
Yeah, I totally agree with that comment. It was the audio that also took me out of it. The sequence is pretty cool. The helmets look great. The audio did a little bit take me out of it.
I feel like the quality was better.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, so you got Francis.
Okay, Francis Acer. I keep hoping I say that right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, great wrap up as always. This is a great Preston episode since I also like Magic, fan of Mystic Force. Might be going to Power Morphicon. Good! See you guys next time, and I hope you guys stay more phenomenal. P.S. What did you think about Hyperforce's new episode? Who's your favorite Mystic Force Ranger, and why? Also, what do you think will happen in Ninja Steel's finale? Don't worry, I know what happens. Just give me your thoughts.
Nice.
Let's see. Where do I start? Who is my favorite? What do I think about Hyperforce? I think it's great.
Yes.
The new episode, haven't seen it yet, so I
Haven't seen
can't
it
give
yet
you
either.
that. But episode 2 is great.
I'm probably gonna watch episode 2 tonight.
I think so.
Have a little time on my hands.
Yeah. Just play it while you're like, I don't know, doing whatever it is
Washing
that you do.
dishes,
Yeah. Who is your favorite Mystic Force Ranger and why? Madison. I liked Madison a lot.
I think I'm gonna
Or
have to-
Xander, actually.
Oh, Xander, of course. How did I not gonna say
Xander.
Xander?
Let's just talk this
okay.
out. And then,
Oh,
okay.
not bad.
And then,
You don't. You
Yeah,
probably
I
don't.
didn't want to really watch it.
Since I know what happens, have you seen the finale?
I haven't seen it. I know what happens.
Do you know what happens?
No.
What do you think is going to happen in Ninja Steel finale?
I think we're going to, well, ultimately, I don't think they're going to get the stars. Once again, what I'm hoping is, I hope they don't get the stars back, and I hope they has to be season 2 of the race for the Ninja Steel. I think somehow they'll still be able to keep the abilities that they have now, but that's all they'll have. And it's going to be kind of like a stripped down version of our heroes that we're so used to, now having to kind of work a little bit
Start from the
harder.
bottom.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All the way up. All right. FF Justice says, I'm okay with the patience lessons and wacky tennis 2 episodes ago. I quite enjoyed last week. So, the reason my last week's comment was short due to it being shortened, I wanted to ask what Power Ranger characters fit in with the X-Men characters, which is fitting because we're doing an X-Men After Dark tonight.
Ooh.
Kind of want to wash my hands. The Overwatch version out. Examples. Charles Xavier equals Zordon. Scott Summers, Scott Truman, hashtag Scott Truman. Jean Grey is Summer from RPM. Bobby Drake, Dustin Brooks from Ninja Storm. Warren Worthington III, Wesley Collins. Hank McCoy, Billy Cranston. Aurora Monroe, Trini Kwan. Jubilation Lee, Kelsey Winslow. Kurt Warner.
Her
Kurt
full name
Warner's
is
the quarterback.
Jubilation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had no
Jubilation.
idea.
Kurt Wagner is Cole Evans. Magneto, Rancic. If y'all like that, you can add more. Do you agree with that list with Power Rangers and...
I like it.
There is one I would add. I would probably add Dylan from RPN as Wolverine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually.
I would, yeah, and I think, and I probably would add, I would probably add Xander as Gambit.
And then it's canon because Summer is Jean.
And Summer's Jean, yeah, there you go.
Ha.
Can I have Garu as Beast?
No, because Garu isn't in this universe.
Not yet.
just wish that,
Yet.
you know.
We'll see.
And Garu's not smart. I mean, it doesn't seem like Garu's very
That's
smart.
true.
That's
Garu's
true.
getting dumber
Not
as-
anymore.
Dumber as time goes on.
But that is...
That's it. I let it right on me. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, right? I thought Ryan was going to go back there. You throw it at the camera.
That's going to do it for us here on this week's episode of the Ranger Wrap-Up. Like I said, to go over the stuff that we talked about for Morphicon, Angel Grove Prom 2018. Be there.
Woo!
Get your prom
Spread
dates
the
ready.
word, guys!
And
this
also,
thing out,
if
man.
you want to ask, here's another thing. So if you want to ask a prom date, send us a video at THS Hashtaggers. Not THS Hashtaggers. THS, or I'm sorry,
Of
fan
you
questions at that
Asking your prom
hashtag show.com.
date.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
do it
Jamail
on
says
Instagram and tag us.
Eric is kind of like Logan as well. Kind of. But
Oh, yeah.
that's...
I think Dylan is a better fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Mighty Morphin fan questions at that hashtag show.com.
And
Hyperforce.
Hyperforce.
Yes. Next week, we will have a Hyperforce Ranger here. So check that out. It's going to be the finale. Also, what else we got going on? You can check us out later on today. We're going to be doing the Marvel After Show. And we're going to be doing After Dark, which is all about X-Men.
Cool.
Darrel, where can we find you? We can find you tomorrow, right, Darrel?
You guys can find me tomorrow. Actually, yeah, on Pop Culture Renegades, talking about Common Rider Corner with Jimmy, Luis, and Justin. It's on a completely different channel, but if you want to catch that, Pop Culture Renegades. You guys can also, if you haven't already, on
that's a good one. Gem and Gemma for Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's really cool. I'm thinking about it now. You guys on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Darrel J. Delphin. Follow me. We'll talk about stuff, about everything. And then all my voice acting stuff. December 12th, my version of Fallen Legions comes out for PS4. It's gonna be awesome. It's really cool. I'm really excited.
And you can download it or buy it.
You can download it, but there are no physical copies yet. They're working on it.
Okay. Daniel?
Soon. You can find me Battlestar Galactica on social media. On Twitter, you can find me as that hashtag BSG. You'll be able to see me on...
King Aslan.
Shut up. You'll be able to find me on our DC interactive discussion of the Arrowverse called Watchtower. And that's about it right now. Oh, yeah, of course. You can find me on Gingerdale, our Riverdale interactive discussion show. So that's where you'll find me. And Joe?
We are going to be taking more pitches next week, so if you want those critiques, we might be we'll like the red light, green light thing works.
Please, guys, again, if you have no idea what we were doing, you just tuned in and you weren't here last week, send us your fan pitches of like past Sentai or even a completely new like season that we've never seen before. Give us your thoughts, like pitch from top to bottom. Your fan castings, it could be any Rangers, it could be like celebrities that you like, it could be any of us, whatever you guys want, send it to us and we'll critique it.
And you can find me coming up in like an hour or so on the Marvel show that we do here, and then later on tonight, After Dark, we're going to be talking about the X-Men. Big news about the X-Men coming up. And this week, we are going to have some big news stories dropping, just like we did last week. So check all that out. You can find me over at ScreenRant.com as well. But on social media, you can follow me at hashtag Joe. But that's going to do it for us here at that hashtag's Ranger Wrap-Up.
Thank you guys, everyone in chat. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
in geek pop culture.
See you later, guys.